Good morning. It's a full moon in Scorpio now, and I can feel it. It feels promising and somewhat uplifting. Scorpio is transforming like energies. He a Scorpio ends something to begin something else. It's like a death and rebirth thing. And I've been thinking a lot about numerology lately, as we know with my previous videos, and I want to test that out because I thought about my childhood and what my parents kind of moved to after the divorce, and my dad moved to a number one house, and he in that environment you thrive on your own. It's a single new beginning. um, you just take care of yourself and you do it splendidly because the environment kind of helps you with it. My mother, he he sold the place when he got married again, which was funny. My mother moved to a number six house, and she met my stepdad, which he were an alcoholic. So I have lived in that kind of environment in a six house 3 times, and every time the other party has been an alcoholic. So I kind of know that energy from my perspective or my experience with it. That and it also is one part of the dynamic often feel like they have to take care of the other one, which makes sense. And it has been like that in all the houses that I have lived in when it comes to number six. And I grew up in a number one house with my dad and my sisters, and it was a good place. And I thought that he should have stayed, but I think he regretted for a very long time that he actually sold that place. But you can't do anything about it when you when you have sold it. Um, and then obviously I've lived most of my life in a number three house, which is uh, you need to have a technology outlet. You need to have like some kind of a communication and some outlet for some kind of creative thing, because if you don't then you get depressed. And the first time I lived in a number three house, I actually got depressed because I didn't have this. I thought to I wanted to kind of leave the house more so than stay in it. And today I felt like if I just had kind of figured that one out, then I would have been more happier in that apartment. But I left and ended up in eventually in a number three house again, where I started social media, which I actually did in the first apartment. If I remember correctly, I started like to be interested in social media, but not I was much like later than everybody else. Um, but then the next house, it became more that is when I started to blog, and I got YouTube. And now when I'm living in number three house, I have this, and I do feel like I would have been depressed if I didn't have this to kind of go kind of have and to distract myself and so on. Um, so that is my experience. I probably have lived in like briefly in other numbers, but I can't remember them. So I thought that I would test this out, and we have a bakery here in Djursholm that is a number five house, and I thought about gonna go there and just sit for a while and just feel if it is, you don't have to live in it. It is like a number is for the place. And I think that number 5 actually does resonate quite well with this place. Number 5 is fast moving. If you like peaceful places, this is not a good one. It Number 5 likes travelers. It likes networking, connection with people. It likes when people talk to each other. It's a place where you kind of sit down, or people kind of scooch in between, and you just start to talk to your neighbor, or you just kind of remark on something, or you feel like I can, like, if I sit by myself and then 5 women come in, and they just effortlessly ask if um, like my seat is taken. And then obviously I will say, no, you can have that chair, you can have that chair. They would sit down and kind of have a discussion around me. You know, that kind of feeling, like they aren't afraid of like me listening to what they are saying, or I can also feel like they would probably kind of say something, or it's a very chatty environment, which I feel this place actually is. And it's when you think about the furniture, it's not like a comfy place. It is designed for you to stay for a while, but not the whole day. I wonder if take the same place and it's a bakery and it's the same house, it's the same number. It's the same house, but you change the number to like a 7 or a 9, which is more introspective. It's more uh, like isolated. Then you probably would walk into a bakery where single people are sitting with their headphones on and by themselves and with their computer, and can sit there for a whole day. It's very comfy, it's very kind of more dark. It's like a different vibe to it. This is not it. If you want that kind of an energy, this is not the bakery for you. I've seen people sit with their computer, but they are very open to kind of discuss something with someone, or have a remark, or have like a comment, or they look up and they are very attuned with like being in the moment there, being in connection with people there. It is a number 5 is a really good number to network into, to feel like you just met a new person, or you're starting to, it's not a place where you linger and you really start to kind of have a feeling for the person. It's a quick hi, it's a quick, like, I notice you, or I know who you are, or who are you, and which is usually what I feel when I walk into that, because I haven't sit down because it's always full when I've been there. My goal is to actually sit down one day, hopefully this week though, that I can go and just like feel the number, feel the vibe of it. But every time I walk, I feel everybody looks up. I don't know if this is for people in general, but I'm quite sensitive. Everybody looks up, and I can feel the, like, who are you energy towards me, because I didn't grow up here. I don't have like a community network thing going on around me. I'm pretty like by myself. Um, so I can just, it's that kind of a feeling of the place. It's not that people are really into what they are doing. They are there to see people, to like, it's a people place. So I was thinking that I was going to go there, and not just to buy something and then leave, like actually sit down and see if it resonates with a number 5. The downside of number 5, see if I remember here, people can be extremely selfish, and they can be very like focused towards their own goal, so they can forget about other people. And also indulgence, it's not a good place if you don't want, or if you have a tendency to indulge in stuff, which obviously a bakery, so people probably buy more than they thought they would or they should when they walk in there, which is good for business, I guess. But I thought about, if you change the number of the place of the like the bakery, would it have been a different vibe to it? Would it have been a place where people actually, like in this community, would they have gone in there? Would they thought that, oh, this is a cute place, or would it have been like way off? You get what I'm saying? Like, would they have felt like comfortable with a number 7 or 9 cafe here, like where you sit, you have your headphones on, very isolated, you just like are in your own vibe type thing? And I'm guessing no, because it feels like the concept of a number 5 bakery is more suited for a place like Djursholm, where people, you can't be too busy. I read, you can't be, because it will be too much, because it's a very busy environment, I guess. So it kind of clashes with it. But it's not a good place if you want peace and quiet either. So I don't know. I think I have to figure out a good time to go though. In the morning, no, because people, I have been in there like around 9 o'clock, and it feels like people have morning meetings there. There are usually kind of 3 or 4 people, and I don't think they care that much if you listen to what they are talking about. Um, but it feels it feels like it's often groups that are there having a coffee, and then they're off. So like 8, 9 o'clock is not a good time for me. um, I think after lunch, like between 1 and 3, might be a good like time to go there, as someone that's going to sit by herself and kind of feel the vibe of a number 5. um I think so. I think I'm going to go today to see if maybe I'm correct, but Wednesday or Thursday might be like good days, like in the middle of the week at 1 or 2, 3. After 3, I think I can imagine that people want their coffee, so it gets busy again. Obviously, I don't know if they just come in and buy coffee and then leave, because that would work if it's not too much people around. But I like having people around. I just don't like, I'm not the person that would scooch in between people. I'm not comfortable with it. That people wants to scooch, like, yeah, no, I can manage that. That's not a problem. Um, and I do enjoy speaking to people. I'm very approachable and I'm friendly, so I feel like people have easy. I'm easy to talk to. So maybe I actually will enjoy kind of being there, just sitting there and listen. What I used to do to like 10 years ago, when I spent a lot of time in Djursholm, I used to sit at this bakery. I didn't know about numerology back then, and I was busy with my own stuff. But I used to sit and kind of listen to like 5 ladies that were having a coffee in the middle of the day together and discussing. They sounded like Mickan from Solsidan, which is a television series in Sweden where Mikael is quite wealthy and stereotypically so. And I just thought they were, and I love Mikael. She's funny. Uh, I can't resonate at all, but but that's why I think it's cute. I mean, we all try to kind of navigate our life in whatever way we think it's like the way to go, obviously. Um, but I remember that I actually enjoyed listening to them because it's I could never. I'm sorry, I could never. But I think it was fun listening to. That is the bakery, and I did actually do a reading on me and the bakery to see if like what's the vibe, what am I supposed to do, what is what I'm going to walk into here, and it actually looks good. Wait, it's a new beginning. I'm like firmly planted. I'm planting seeds. Like I'm sitting down. I have my pastry or I have my. I don't drink coffee. I would like to start again though. I miss coffee. I love coffee. It's just like the caffeine of it and me being stressed and burned out is not a good mix. So maybe I push the coffee for a tad bit more and just take a pastry or something. But I do have like a good foundation. People around me seem to be extremely happy, which is good. Everybody, I think, is sunny. I think it's kind of vibrant. Everybody's feeling good, I guess. Um, I have a past with there is no balance here, which is true. I have been there. It's just been too many people and I can't sit down, or it's I can sit down but I have to scooch in between people, and that's not my vibe at all. I don't do that. um I can sit down, be the first one sitting down, and then people can scooch in between around me. That's perfectly fine for me. I have a hard time wanting to leave them though. If I feel I'm going to have to interrupt a conversation or have to like, excuse me, I need to, I need to go. That I don't like. But and challenge is like the moon in reverse. It's a pathway being lifted. And that is going to be a challenge for me to kind of see what is underneath kind of the surface, what is underneath it all. The goal is to be the one in charge, the leader of. And I'm guessing that is like being the first one sitting down and then having everybody come in after. Yes, because I'm not good at being. When I walk into this cafe or bakery, people look up. I don't know if this is for everybody, but people look up. It is a kind of networking. People want to connect at this place, and it's very you can feel it when you walk in. At least for me, I don't know if this is for everybody. And I'm not the most comfortable person with that energy, which is probably something I need to kind of challenge myself to walk into a room like that and have people look up and wonder who you are. And probably do I need to know this one or something, or do I know them? Is there someone I need to say hi to? Which is the vibe of the location, is what you're supposed to do in that bakery. You're supposed to see people. You're not supposed to be very focused on yourself. You're supposed to kind of say hi or kind of have a comment or a remark or have a discussion about the pastries, or like light-hearted um, energy that kind of moves you forward into knowing people. That is the this place is made for. And I have the magician as this is something I need to do. And magician is all about the magic, what's within, so without, and kind of manifesting and making shit happen. And he is supposed to like be yourself, know this energy by heart, and you will actually get something out of it just because I know it. I'm supported by people actually do approach me. Let's see. Wait. The Knight of Cups. Like quick-witted, more emotional. He just comes in, says something. It doesn't necessarily have to be a guy. It can be a woman too. He says something like poetic, and then he's off. Like he likes the romance of it. The he is in love with love. Like so someone that kind of loves pastries, and he has or she has like this romantic view of something, and that is supporting me. Um, that people in some way, when they walk into this place, they have this kind of a vibe, like approaching. It's not cold, it's not strategic, it's not authority figures, it's a very friendly vibe, but it is fleeting. It's not something that comes in and stays. It's like a quick thing, and then they're off. And my advice is to sit and just let people come and go and just be the empress. And she is sitting there and watching everything around her bloom and blossom and all of that. And then I will move on to calmer waters for some reason. Why calm? I don't know. um it has the vibe of a number 5, doesn't it? Like it's, and here are the people. They showed up, and they are busy, they are logical, intelligent, authority figures that are used to saying like what you need to do, what you like, being the authority figure, but they also have their emotions in check. So they are intelligent, but they are also emotional mature. So that is the reading of me and the bakery, and I think I'm going to go today in the afternoon, and Wednesday or Thursday or both, who knows, because now I'm intrigued of if this actually is going to be like this. Now I have something to do. Like I just can't go and just be. It makes me crazy. I I need my brain never stops. It just continues. It always wants to kind of figure stuff out. So this is what I'm going to do at least this week. But hopefully I will kind of make it a habit, especially if I actually do start to kind of recognize people, I guess. Like, oh, that's her and that's him. Maybe I don't know them. Maybe I just know them by the dude in the bakery or the lady. I don't know if she speaks about her coffee or if she loves a specific pastry or whatever. But I know something about them. Maybe it will be kind of shallow and not shallow. What is the other word for it? Like it's not deep. It's not like I know her whole childhood history. I think that would be another place you need to be at. Childhood history more than I would maybe a number 2. That is for going deep. That is for like connecting more with people. So like a bakery with number 2, then I would say that someone sits down and then they just tell you their whole story, their whole childhood, and all the traumas that they have lived through, and like all the deep stuff. If you are in a number two, that would probably be more, I don't know, usual, I guess, than this place. So I think I'm done now. I only spoke for 25 minutes, dear Lord. This is what's going on in my head right now with this Scorpio full moon. I'm going to spend time at the bakery to see if this actually is the vibe and if I'm right. And yeah, I hope you're fine today. It's a full moon in Scorpio. Take advantage. If something needs to die, it needs to die. If something needs to be like a rebirth thing, then it is a rebirth thing. And just let it happen. And it's not bad at all to change things. I know people have a hard time with it. It's quite fun. You just have to see like where you're going towards rather than what you're letting go of, and see the possibilities of it. Have a great day.